14th century, during the Spanish Inquisition, where the Jews of the land of Spain lived under terrible conditions in the harsh rulership of the Spanish kings and the queens at the time.
I was just with His Majesty. He'll be here shortly, he said. Oh, wait.
Good evening, fellows. Where's Rodrigo? Good to see you, Rodrigo. Well, what's the latest news out there in the world?
Price of alcohol's gone up.
Come on, Rodrigo, seriously, what's going on out there?
The Germans, they can't keep their hands in their own pockets. Well, the French, they may make great cuisine, but the king has died.
Really? You know, the king and I were great friends. He was a great ally to the country of Spain.
Indeed. I heard about it the other day in the papers. But you know, his son, the prince, that's our bad worries. He's taken over as king, and have you heard? He's planning on invading Spain.
Invading Spain?
I just told you that.
So what do you suppose we do?
Anybody have an idea?
Majesty, I propose to go to war. The Spanish army is way stronger than the French army. For 50,000 cavalry, 15,000 foot soldiers, we could take them.
With all due respect, Your Honors, while it's true what our esteemed general has said, that our army is mighty and powerful, the French army is just as strong. And I think it would be a great risk for us to go to war, putting the lives of our men on the line. I suggest we go with some sort of peace treaty instead.
Treaty, war. Your Majesty, the Spanish people are most intellectual and refined. I say we may launch a preemptive strike, perhaps send a delegation.
Well, much stronger.
I understand we're much stronger, but to risk the lives of our valiant young men on the front lines just because... General, every soldier in our army is a brave, brilliant, handsome, charming young man, just because some French lunatic has gone off the deep end. To risk our young men, Your Majesty, if I may, I propose perhaps a delegation of the foreign minister and several of his young assistants to go and perhaps launch a meeting, a foreign mission to France, if you will.
That's preposterous. I still think we should take them.
A delegation it shall be. Now, who do you suppose shall head this delegation?
I know who it shall be. Don Carlos. He's our trusted friend. We've known him for so long. He's been doing so many good things for us.
While I appreciate the flattery, I have a wife, small children, and many affairs I have to put in order for me to pick up and go to France for several weeks. It's out of the question.
You know, a delegation it shall be. And if there's anyone fit for the job, it's going to be you, Don Carlos.
I don't... Perhaps please reconsider.
Don Carlos, you've been working together with me for over 35 years. You're the most loyal minister that I have. I've known you, I can trust you. If there's anyone that's going to go, it's going to have to be you, Don Carlos.
All in favor, say aye!
Aye!
I was cleaning up from that meeting.
Oh.
Yeah, Don Carlos had a whole bunch of people over. Did you see them?
Yeah, they're all over tonight.
They were just coming in.
Yeah.
Francisco, come here.
What?
Don't you think it's a little odd?
What?
No, this strange meeting. It's the middle of the night.
He always has meetings in the middle of the night. What's so surprising?
I know, but he's been acting strange lately.
What? So what are you trying to say?
I don't know. He's been anxious, nervous. He's
Okay.
up late.
Okay, so?
Maybe he's starting some sort of revolution.
Revolution! Come on, every
I
time.
don't know. Yeah, he's a high official of the king. Let's say he's a spy.
Oh,
He can be anything.
Oh boy. Anytime someone becomes anxious or does anything of that sort, oh, they're a spy. They're planning a whole
don't
conspiracy.
know.
Come on.
I don't know.
Come on, he's a faithful Christian. Oh, stop
Something's
it.
definitely not right here.
Oh,
We'll find out what it is.
The lesson we can learn from this is that even though we're in a time, people are after us. But we have to be strong. We have to do Ontario.
But it's so hard. How can we go on?
What's going on? Are you okay? Stop. Okay, calm down, calm down. You guys here? You guys here?
No. What happened?
It's Don Lopez. Don Lopez and his whole family.
What?
They were taken by the Inquisition. They were thrown to the dungeon. Don Lopez.
We're next.
Not only them.
Come to the family also.
Those are our names. They're gonna torture them for our names.
We must do something about this before it's too late.
One sec. Have an idea. What about Don Carlos?
Don Carlos, write him a letter. Send him a letter.
For sure, he'll be able to help. He's got such a high position. For sure, she'll be able to help. And he's a good friend of the family.
Perfect idea. Quickly write the letter. This is an urgent letter for Don Carlos. Bring it to me immediately.
Pedro, could you please stop reading someone else's letter? That's
I'm
disgusting.
trying to find out what it says. Maybe it'll tell us what he's up to.
Oh, stop it! There you go again. Oh, you're so. I think.
Don Carlos, someone came and delivered this
There's
this
everything
letter.
already.
They said it's urgent.
Someone, you catch who it was?
I did. Sorry.
Good day, Pedro.
Good evening, Carlos.
Good. Thank you. You received my message.
Of course.
Thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure.
How are you? How are you, Emmanuel?
Everything is good.
Good.
How's your family?
Everyone is fine.
Good.
Emmanuel, what's this about?
You know, catch up with old friends. What do you, as judge, as chief justice, what do you hear in the royal court?
Everything, business as usual.
Delegation from England coming soon. Stevie and his band of merry men.
Oh, I've heard about the
Emmanuel, I've known you way too long. Enough of the games. What is this about? Why are you meeting in the forest?
Did you hear about the Lopez family?
No, I do not. The Lopez? What happened?
You know my friend Israel Lopez?
Of course.
Was captured Friday night. They were lighting candles in the cellar and it was an ambush. Somebody must have pulled on them.
Don't believe it.
Husband and wife, 3 small children. They were...
It's terrible. Wow.
Emmanuel, I called you here. You're a close friend, a confidant, someone I value his opinion. We have to do something.
Well, of course, you know, like we usually do. I'll have a word in the ear of the High Inquisitor.
No, I'm afraid. I'm afraid not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
I was in the palace a couple of days ago. The king is furious. He's fed up with this whole Marano business. I have a feeling that this time we're going to have to do something drastic.
Carlos, what exactly you have in mind? What can we do? I don't understand.
Do you remember the family that was captured 4 years ago?
I don't believe you're suggesting it.
Emmanuel, from what I've understood, they've made other successful escape attempts. They're not as bad as they used to be.
Emmanuel, you're crazy. We can't do it.
Emmanuel, please. It's a father, a mother, a husband and wife. 3 small children. Would you like them to be burnt at the stake in the middle of town? The trial's just next week.
What do you have in mind?
We're going to have to smuggle them out.
What? Did you hear that?
Did I hear what?
What's that noise?
What are you talking about?
Someone's over there.
There's nobody here. It's the forest. It's the middle of the night.
Emmanuel, this is unbelievable. Emmanuel, you know what? I am
Emmanuel,
not.
calm down. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. There's no noise.
Emmanuel, I admire your courage. I admire your bravery. But I can't be a part of this. You're risking your life and your family's life. I'm sorry, Carlos.
Francisco, get in here!
What?
Francisco, get in here!
What happened now?
Come here!
Okay, 1 minute.
Look at this. Look what it says. This was the letter. I told you something was written in it.
Whoa, what does it say?
Look closely.
I don't.
I'm holding it upside down.
Oh.
Look over there.
Oh!
This is proof!
Pedro, I told you a million times. This has nothing to do with it.
Look at it! Are you looking clearly?
Oh, this,
I have to find proof!
this has nothing to do with it.
Oh, stop it!
Wow. What are you doing? Are you Whoa!
Stop it! I gotta show this to the head inquisitor.
What? Why would I go to the head inquisitor?
Come with me, I'll show you.
What is it, my son?
Father, you'll never believe what I found.
Calm down. What is it?
Look at this. Read this piece of paper.
People like this. This is very interesting. Who is this? What is he doing here?
I brought him with. He's hindering my investigation. I'm trying. But every step I take, he just stops me.
Do you know who I am?
No.
I'm the head inquisitor. I sent this man here. What is it?
He can't keep his nose in his own business. He's always looking
I sent him. Let him do his work. I sent him to look after Don Carlos.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Father. I'm so sorry.
Father, look at the letter. Look closely. I think this might be proof that Don Carlos might be a Marano.
This is very interesting. Continue doing your work. Look after Don Carlos. I want some more information.
the letter?
I left it in the park. I left it in the park with the knife. It's nice.
Hopefully tomorrow things will be a bit better.
Carlos, what do you mean it was gone?
I had a dream. I saw my kids. I saw the snake being burned up.
Carlos, I think you overreacted.
The letter I got from the community, from the network, it's gone. It's gone.
Carlos, things disappeared. Things happen.
That letter disappeared. All the other papers on my desk are there. That letter disappeared.
Carlos, well, turn up. Relax. Get a grip.
What if it fell into the wrong hands? What if it fell into the wrong hands?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm sure everything will be okay. Carlos, take my advice. Lie low for a couple of days. Wait till this blows over. I'm sure everything will be okay.
Okay, you know, maybe you're right. Maybe it was just, maybe I lost it. Maybe I dropped it. Sure, I'm sure everything will, Emmanuel, you're right. I'm sorry for waking you up in the middle of the night for a bad dream. I'm sure, I'm so sick. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, my good friend. The best. Always to you and your family, Emmanuel.
Thank you, Carlos.
I appreciate you being a good friend.
You too.
Thank you. A good night. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who are you? Pedro? Pedro! What are you doing here, Pedro? What are you following me in the middle of the night? No, it's you. You turned over my office. What were you looking for? Tell me. What were you looking for? Shut your mouth.
You know what?
I ought to finish you off.
You're gonna kill me! You kill me!
You lowly scum!
Kill me.
Why did you go to my office? What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about?
You think this is just gonna go away?
Of course it's gonna go
You think
away!
you're gonna kill me and that's gonna be the end of it?
What are you talking about, Pedro? What are you talking about, Pedro?
You better be careful.
What are you talking about?
You don't know anything.
I don't know anything.
You don't know what's going on.
I don't know what?
You don't know who's following you. You don't know what's going on.
Maria! What are you still doing now? All right.
Hello, Don Carlos.
Father. Good evening. Good evening, Father. Maria, why don't you have a seat in my office while I speak to the Inquisitor?
What are you doing up so late at night?
Oh,
coming home so late at night.
Oh, you know, it's take a walk.
Sure.
Fresh air.
I know. I also couldn't go to sleep this night. I was going through my papers, and I see that you're very behind on your dues to the church.
No. Really? Behind?
Seriously.
How far behind?
Very behind.
Father, I'm sorry for this, pulling you out of bed.
I'm sure you're very sorry. You're coming home late at night.
Of course. Father, I'll tell you what, in the morning, in just a few hours, I will see to it that this matter will be taken care of as soon
I'm
as
sure you
possible.
will. Have a very good night, Don Carlos.
Good night, Father. Good night. Is he gone? Maria, they're on to us. They're on to us. I was outside. Pedro, follow me. Maria, calm down. Calm down. They're on to us. Here's what I need you to do. Go. Wake up the children. Pack up the suitcases. Our emergency plan. They told you, calm down. Pack up the suitcases. Wake up the children. We're going to the ship. We're going to the ship tonight. Don't panic. I will clean up my desk. Oh no, Lopez. Maria, I must go to Lopez. I must tell you about. Go to the dock. Go to Pier 45. Take your children. Tell them I sent you. I'll be with you shortly. You get yourself killed. What happened to you? I'm so sorry. It came Friday night. How are you coping? Thank God. Don't worry. Have you seen your family? No, I haven't. So, I feel so bad for you. We both know what happened. Don't worry. Hashem, happy Tafet. Hashem will take care of you. So, Israel, listen. I'll forget you. Listen. If you speak to anybody from the network, just for a week or so, I'm taking my family overseas. Just like a small vacation. Moving to France. We're gonna lie low for a little bit. If you mention anybody, no, I can't. No. I'm so sorry, my dear friend. How can you have faith in a time like this? I will always have faith. Don't worry. You gotta be faithful in Hashem. I've always admired you. A small child. Dedication. Well. What do we have here? Father it is. Father, I can explain. I'm sure, very, very sure you can explain. Father, this. Me. Oh. I know. Oh, it's a misunderstanding. Don Carlos, this is no misunderstanding. You are hereby under arrest under the name of the Holy Inquisition and the King. Arrest him.
Oh, you're right. Dear Minister and fellow judge, Thank you for joining me this evening. I have chosen to hear this case in my royal chambers for the fair publicity of this case. What do we have on the table tonight?
Your Majesty, may I please have your permission to bring in the suspect, Don Carlos? Please bring in the suspect! Your Majesty, may I please have your permission? Your Majesty, may I please have your permission to bring in the witness? Please bring in the witness! Please approach the stand. Please place your right hand on this Bible. Your other right hand. Please repeat after me. I, Pedro Miguel Rodriguez.
I, Pedro Miguel Rodriguez,
Do solemnly affirm
to
to say only the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Thank you.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty, a couple weeks ago, the head inquisitor, he came to me and he asked me to look into my master, Don Carlos. I wasn't sure what was up, but at the beginning I was looking around and I thought he might be some sort of spy, some sort of criminal against the state. But as I further investigated, it came to light that he's actually a Marrano.
Silence! Silence! Go on.
Well, Your Majesty, a couple nights ago, I was in my bed, I was sleeping, when I heard a loud scream. I jumped up and I ran to the window. I saw my master, Don Carlos. He was running off in the middle of the night. I followed him. He went to this house. I was hiding outside. I listened into the conversation. He was talking to someone. He was telling them how he thought the head inquisitor might be after him. He was telling them how they thought he might be a Marrano.
Whose house was that? Go on! Whose house was that?
I don't know, it was dark.
Your Majesty, I'm not sure how relevant whose house it is to this case. Please continue.
Well, Your Majesty, that's not all. There's something else.
Go on.
A letter was delivered to Don Carlos a couple days ago. I tried to see what it was. After it was delivered, he took out a lighter, a couple matches. He lit the letter on fire. I managed to put out the fire.
Please bring the letter here.
Look what it says.
Pedro, thank you. You're dismissed.
And what is this letter all about?
Your Majesty, I have to be honest with you. I've seen letters such as these before. I don't know how reliable this letter is in any real case.
His Majesty, Your Honor the Judge. Let me add, aside from this suspicious discussion that he had late at night, if you look at the letter, it has the family name Lopez. This Lopez is right now in our prison of the Holy Inquisition. Last night when I was doing my round in the dungeons of our prison, the dungeons of the Holy Inquisition, I saw Don Carlos crying together with a fellow despicable Morano, Mr. Lopez. He was crying with him and they were plotting an escape. If this isn't enough evidence, then what is?
Wow. Don Carlos, do you have any words with which to attempt to defend yourself?
Your Honor, Your Majesty, though I cannot attempt to deny the charges that have been brought against me today, yes, indeed, I am a royal Jew. I belong to the heritage and to the tradition of my fathers and grandfathers for many thousands of years before me. But Your Majesty, if it pleases the King, may I make just one request. The 40 years of service I have given to Your Majesty and to the crown, the toil and sweat I have put into this kingdom, if it pleases the King, let it find favor in your eyes.
Silence! You despicable Jew! Don Emanuel, my dear judge, you should judge this case as you see fit.
Don Carlos, due to the incredible amount of evidence against you and your own admission, I feel I have no choice but to sentence you to death.
Pedro? What are you doing there?
You're going to be burned at the stake in a couple hours.
And so you came from up.
Well,
Last and final time.
I came because I was wondering. For 20 years, I worked for you. For 20 years, I didn't know. For 20 years, you pretended to be someone you weren't. But for 20 years, you lied to me.
Pedro, was I ever cruel to you? Did I not pay you on time? Have you done any misdeeds?
You lied to me.
Pedro, I may not have much time left. I'd like to tell you something. Pedro, please have a seat. Just for a moment. Just for one moment. Please, Pedro, I ask you one favor. Pedro, I want to tell you a story. You see, 20 years ago, when I was but a young man in the king's court, I had a dear friend, a fellow Jew, who was also caught and sentenced to burn at the stake. And as you sit before me now, I smuggled into the dungeons minutes before he was meant to be burnt. And he made one request of me, Pedro. He had a young boy, a young son. He asked that I do anything in my power to make sure that his son at least have a small idea of the beauty of the religion to which he belongs. After my friend was killed, I took his son. He was 3 years old. I enrolled him in a monastery in the church. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. And when he was old enough, I took him out of the monastery. And I brought him to work. I brought him to work in my house. Pedro, I don't know why you came today. But if I have one last thing to say on this earth, I want to tell you this. My friend's name was Yaakov. He had his only son, he named him Chaim ben Yaakov. Pedro, you are the son of my friend. Pedro, please sing. You ever realize when out of all the hundreds of children in the monastery, I came that day and I took you home of all the children, of all the orphans in the monastery. I took you home, Pedro. Do you know why? Pedro, you are a Jew. You're lying! Pedro! You're lying to me! You are a Jew! You're lying to me! I have no hard feelings. Why are you saying that? I'm fine. Pedro! What? Pedro! What? Pedro! Pedro! Pedro, I can't see you! Stand in front of me! Pedro! Did you ever wonder? About the band they made you wear on your arm, Pedro? The band you always used to wear on your arm. Pedro, that band is from your father's foot. Pedro, you're a Jew. Shema Yisrael. Everyone knows now. Hello? It's your young son too. You were right. There is no life for me in Spain. You'd be so proud. I moved to Amsterdam. I built myself a home here. And my kids, we go to a Jewish school. And on Friday nights, we walk down to the shul. And we all together. And we tell them how you would have loved it here in Amsterdam. And you could live like a Jew. Now, Carlos, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He's gotta, you have